Dear Taurus, today, a steadfast message from the universe awaits you. The moment you opened this video, a secure gateway began to open, revealing a promise that only your soul can truly grasp. You see, there are no coincidences when your spirit seeks something profound and tangible, and the universe responds at just the right moment. Not everyone is prepared to receive such divine messages, but as a Taurus, you've cultivated the ability to sense deeply through your grounded intuition. It's a realm beyond mere words, where a warm, steady light breaks through the silence. And today, those words will resonate with your very essence. Imagine an invisible hand, firmly yet gently resting on your shoulder, whispering, "Don't let this moment slip away. It was crafted just for you to build upon." So, take a deep, calming breath and choose to be present with the universe today. If your heart senses something special, something reliable about this moment, consider hitting that subscribe button, allowing your soul to receive weekly reminders of truths it may have forgotten. This isn't merely a video, it's a sanctuary of stability where you can reconnect with your true self whenever the world feels overwhelming or rushes you. Each week, the universe has a unique message for you, dear Taurus. There are mornings when you awaken, feeling an inexplicable heaviness or a sense of stagnation. Everything appears unchanged. The familiar room, the gentle sunlight streaming through your window, the distant hum of traffic, but your heart feels stuck, as if it no longer finds its usual comfort. In moments like these, I've found myself questioning my path, wondering if I have become too rigid or lost my way by clinging to the familiar. After many restless nights, I discovered a silent truth. Feeling stuck isn't the end. Rather, it's the universe opening a doorway, inviting you to explore new grounds of your soul's desires. We often dread uncertainty and the unknown, fearing that without a clear, predictable plan, we're failing. But have you ever paused to consider how long you've lived according to expectations or routines that weren't truly yours or no longer serve your growth? If losing what was never truly yours, or what no longer nourishes you, is necessary, can it really be considered a loss? Sometimes, feeling stuck serves as a gentle reminder that a new path is emerging, not on a map, but in the quiet, fertile corners of your heart. There's no rush. You don't need to pretend you're okay when you're not. The moment you hit a point of deep discomfort is often when you encounter a raw emotional depth where all facades fall away, leaving only one undeniable truth. You've lost touch with what truly sustains you. Yet paradoxically, this very loss creates a sacred space for something new and more authentic to blossom and take root. Perhaps you find yourself in such a phase right now, unsure of your next steps, uncertain of what lies ahead. While the outside world may remain oblivious, within you, there's a steady call, a frequency that only your steadfast soul recognizes. It doesn't speak through logic or reason alone. Instead, it resonates through a mysterious, grounding vibration that compels you to evolve, to build something more lasting. I want to assure you, feeling this way is not shameful. It isn't a sign of weakness or failure. Rather, it may be one of the most sacred experiences a person can endure. Only by confronting this feeling of being unmoored can you finally tune into your soul's true, unwavering voice. In the busyness of life, amidst achievements and acquisitions, it's easy to drown out that voice. But when silence envelops you, it becomes clearer. A gentle inquiry rises from deep within. What am I truly building for? What values am I living by? If you've ever found yourself alone at night, staring into the darkness and pondering your purpose, your true foundation, then I believe this video, these very words, are the universe's response to your silent prayers. The answers may not arrive like a thunderbolt. Sometimes they come as a soft voice or a profound sense of peace and rightness, reassuring you that it's okay to let go of the need to control everything or to always appear strong. Behind the heaviness you feel, perhaps something beautiful and solid is beginning to unfold, a gift from the universe. This gift isn't just material. Though you appreciate tangible comforts, it's an awareness that you don't have to become someone else to lead a life that's more genuine, secure, and aligned with your true self. I understand if you find this hard to believe. I struggled with it too. I once thought that without achievements, titles, or clear, visible roles, my value diminished. Yet those shaky moments taught me the opposite. True value arises not from what you accumulate for the world, but from how you navigate your own challenges while maintaining your steadfastness and gentle strength. We don't always need to shine brightly. Sometimes, the most beautiful act is simply sitting in the quiet, breathing softly, and whispering to ourselves, "I'm still here. I haven't vanished. I still feel, and I deserve to heal and rebuild." There's no need to rush to escape this feeling. Don't force positivity when your heart craves acknowledgement and a solid plan. Feeling stuck isn't something to eliminate. It's a sign that your soul is awakening to a deeper need for authenticity. If you're courageous enough to remain in this space, to breathe, to pause, and to simply be present, I invite you to ask yourself one gentle question. If this isn't the end of my comfort, then what new form of security is beginning? As the old, less authentic parts of you fade away, something sacred and enduring is quietly taking root. Are you ready to open your heart to receive that gift? If your answer is uncertain, that's perfectly fine. Just by being here, listening to these words, you're already part of the unfolding gift. If you're willing to continue, the next part will reveal what that gift truly is and why the universe has hidden it in the most unexpected, sometimes uncomfortable places. Often, the universe's gifts remain unrecognized until we traverse experiences that nearly break our routines or shake our foundations. These gifts don't appear during our moments of comfortable triumph. Instead, they emerge in the quiet shadows of life, in the spaces where you least anticipate them. I once believed that the universe's gifts must be grand and obvious, something that would elicit tears of joy. However, after enduring significant losses or disruptions, I realized that the true gifts were not meant for the successful, comfortable version of me. They were delivered to the version of me that was unraveling and being rebuilt. The universe doesn't package its gifts in shiny boxes. They often arrive wrapped in the guise of a setback, a broken plan, a miscommunication that shakes your trust, or simply a moment of exhaustion where you can't muster the energy to keep pushing, and you don't even know why you feel so drained. Yet these experiences are the very doors that open to transformation. These doors aren't opened by mere hands, but by the heart. Only when you're genuinely shaken can you soften enough to truly feel and reassess. When you embrace your feelings, your perspective on the world shifts. Have you noticed that the most dependable individuals are often those who have endured the most instability? The most steadfast souls are frequently those who have faced harshness, yet choose to keep their hearts grounded and kind. This is true strength. This is a gift that only you can provide. When you refuse to let life harden you beyond repair, There's no need for external validation. The universe acknowledges your resilience in those quiet moments when you forgive, help, and hold on to your integrity. In those moments, you send a powerful message to the universe. I still choose to love and build, even after being hurt or disappointed. And the universe hears that. It begins to prepare a reward for you, a tangible sense of security in ways you can't yet imagine. If you've ever gazed at the sky and wondered, when will something good and lasting finally come my way? Remember that the answer lies not above, but within you, in how you navigate life with patience and loyalty, even when it doesn't treat you kindly. Perhaps you've helped someone without receiving anything in return. Maybe you've shown unwavering loyalty to someone who didn't appreciate it. Maybe you upheld your commitments and integrity, keeping your heart pure and steadfast in an increasingly cold world. These acts don't vanish. They're recorded by the universe, and when you least expect it, they'll return as opportunities for true comfort, genuine connections, or true love. Reflect on the most beautiful act of loyalty or steadfastness you've ever performed, even if no one else knows about it. Just recalling that moment can evoke a feeling of warmth and self-worth. You deserve something kind and stable because you've sown seeds of love and dependability in places that promised nothing in return. If you feel like you have nothing solid right now, it may be that the gift is closest to you. You don't need to share grand tales. Just remember a time when you were truly dependable and believe it mattered. Write a few words if you wish. There's no need for specifics. Just remind yourself, I once lived beautifully and with integrity, and I will continue to do so whether anyone sees it or not. If today's gift from the universe doesn't manifest as something tangible immediately, but rather as the recognition of your own worth in the little consistent things, trust that you're unwrapping the gift the universe sent you long ago. You don't need to search far and wide. The gift isn't on the horizon. It resides within your heart. It's in the patience, gentleness, and consistency you've nurtured all along. When you stop demanding life to be different, you begin to perceive the beauty and stability that has always surrounded you in simpler forms. When you cease comparing yourself to others, rushing through life and seeking something more deserving or grand, that's when the gift reveals itself, soft as a comforting touch, warm as a loyal friend's hug, or simply a morning when you awaken and no longer feel that deep ache of insecurity. Then you realize the gift was never solely external. It is you, the version of yourself that remains steadfast and appreciative, even when the world has tried to shake your foundations. Can you recall the last time you felt truly at peace and secure? Not just a fleeting happiness, but a profound sense of contentment without any specific reason. Perhaps that moment was a gift you once received but never fully unwrapped or appreciated. Stay with me. For the next part, we'll touch upon something deeply personal, something foundational that is quietly transforming within you, something you may not have named but has always been present. You don't need to understand everything. You don't have to seek absolute certainty immediately. Just a moment of stillness, a little faith that you are changing, growing stronger, even if no one sees it yet. That is enough to keep you moving forward, building. How long has it been since you truly listened to yourself? Not with logic alone, but in absolute quiet, where no one else's voice exists, no external standards to meet, no fear of judgment, just you and your soul's deep, steady rhythm. I recall a long phase in my life when I acted as if my heart's need for genuine comfort was the last thing that deserved to be heard. I was caught up in the chase for recognition, success, and the approval of others, conforming to molds that didn't truly fit my nature. Gradually, I lost touch with myself to the point where I could hardly remember the steady, comforting hum of my inner voice. Then, one day, when the external noise became unbearable, I began to shut things down, one by one. I turned off expectations, distanced myself from superficial social media, and stopped trying to impress others with things that didn't matter. In that stillness, a sound as delicate as a breath, yet as solid as the earth, emerged from deep within. A whisper of something I once knew and believed but had forgotten. My soul was speaking, patiently waiting for my return to its grounded wisdom. We live in a world that constantly instructs us on how to become someone else, yet few teach us how to listen to ourselves, how to discern our true desires for security and contentment from those imposed upon us by others. I realized something simple yet profound. You don't have to become anyone's ideal version of success or stability. You only need the courage to confront what you genuinely desire, what truly nourishes your soul, even if it's different or less glamorous. Often, what we once dismissed as too simple or unambitious is precisely what our soul craves most. How long have you lived to please others or maintain a certain image? How many times have you remained silent, not because you had nothing to say, but out of fear that speaking your truth would cause disruption or pain? You may still wear a calm smile every day, carrying everything with grace and composure, yet inside, a voice is growing louder, declaring, "I can no longer ignore my own needs for genuine peace and security." If you've ever entered a phase where no one understood your journey, not even yourself, but your heart knew it was time to change, to seek a more authentic foundation, I invite you to share a bit of that in the comments. Not for praise or agreement, but simply to affirm, I was brave enough to follow my inner call for true contentment, even when no one else believed in it. No one lives your life for you, and no one understands your inner voice, your deep need for stability, better than you do. When you begin to listen to your soul, you'll suddenly remember something profound, something you once felt but forgot. A promise, not a promise to others, but a sacred pact between you and the universe for a life of authentic value. It's something you once believed in, something that made your heart feel secure and content, something that felt undeniably real before life made you doubt it. That promise still exists, waiting for your return to be fulfilled. I firmly believe that if each of us could take a moment to listen to our souls, the world would transform. There would be more individuals living authentically, kindly, and genuinely, fewer people who appear successful but feel empty and ungrounded inside. When you choose to listen to yourself, you contribute a beautiful, stable light to this world. Never underestimate your actions, even if they aren't loud. A person who dares to follow their inner voice, their need for true value, can change their life and unknowingly illuminate the path for others. Your soul is sending you a message, not in words, but in feelings you cannot ignore, in a deep yearning for true comfort. It's something that leaves you silent when you contemplate it, something you haven't dared to articulate, but have quietly carried in your heart. Don't let this moment pass you by, for the deepest call within you, the call for genuine security and self-worth, is becoming clearer than ever. Perhaps you don't need to search far and wide for answers. Your soul is speaking, and you're beginning to hear it. Pause for a moment, not to skip ahead, but to place your hand on your chest and softly ask, "What do I truly want for my peace and stability?" You don't need an immediate answer. Just ask and hold that question in silence. In the next part, you'll be reminded of something the universe has never forgotten, a sacred promise meant solely for you. It hasn't been cancelled or forgotten. It's been patiently waiting for you to be ready, grounded enough to receive it. You don't have to be the best. You only need to be yourself, someone brave enough to listen to the voice you once ignored and to believe that what your soul desires for true, lasting comfort is the path the universe has been waiting for you to reclaim. There are moments in life when it feels like you've missed everything. Doors that once swung wide open suddenly close. Dreams and plans that once burned brightly or felt so solid now lie in ashes or seem to crumble. Sacred promises of security you once held dear now sound like fairy tales. You might find yourself murmuring, "Maybe it's too late for that kind of peace." I've had moments like that too. An afternoon devoid of sunshine, a stillness broken only by the sound of my own sigh. I thought all the beautiful, secure things had passed me by and that I wasn't worthy of keeping them. But what struck me even harder was the realization that no promise from the universe is ever meaningless or void. It's not lost. It hasn't been rescinded. It's merely stepped back, patiently waiting for you to be gentle and grounded enough to receive it. We often assume that what has passed is lost forever. Yet the universe doesn't measure time like we do. It measures soul growth and readiness. You're never too late to receive what was promised. You're simply different now. You possess the strength to hold it with steady hands that no longer panic, with a grateful heart, not one driven by anxious desire or external pressure. Do you recall the last time you believed in something so beautiful, so intrinsically valuable, that you hesitated to voice it? Something you cherished like a precious gem in your heart, only daring to glance at it when no one was watching, fearing it might be too simple or unrealistic. One day, perhaps you convinced yourself to let it go, to believe it wasn't real, that you were merely being overly idealistic or not ambitious enough. But here's the truth. That sacred promise of genuine contentment still exists. It has never been withdrawn. It's quietly waiting in a place you'll return to when you're ready to believe once more in its simple, profound truth. If you feel there's something that was once promised to you, a dream of a peaceful life, a destiny of true connection, a strangely beautiful vision of simple abundance, but you've forgotten it in your weariness or pursuit of external validation, write it down in the comments. There's no need for certainty or logic. Just dare to remember and allow yourself to believe again. Perhaps no one will understand, but the universe always knows. When you dare to believe, that promise remains alive. You'll no longer walk in doubt. You'll begin to live as someone chosen for this authentic path, because you truly have been chosen. The message from the universe today is proof of that. Not a dazzling miracle, but a whisper so soft, so steady, that you must be silent and still to hear it. A better world doesn't begin with grand revolutions. It starts with each individual choosing to live again with hope, knowing they deserve goodness, and refusing to give up their core values, no matter how many times they've stumbled or felt insecure. By receiving the promise from the universe, you're contributing something significant and stable to this world. Not through loud speeches, but by being someone who maintains their faith and integrity. The promise the universe has given you isn't a reward for mere endurance. It's a recognition of your inherent worth. No matter how long you've forgotten, that sacred promise is still waiting for for your return, without conditions, without judgment. Today, the universe gently whispers that promise again, as if to say, "Welcome home to your true foundation." Take a moment to pause. There's no need for further thought. Simply place your hand on your chest and ask yourself, do I still believe in that promise of genuine peace and value? You don't have to vocalize it. The universe will hear if that question emanates from your heart. In the final part that's coming, you won't just hear a wish, you'll feel something profound that reminds you you've never been truly lost or unvalued in the eyes of the universe. This might be exactly what you need to embark on a new week with peace and stability in your heart. You've traveled far, endured much, yet you still possess the most essential quality, the ability to believe in beauty, in lasting value. Even after experiencing heartbreak or disappointment, the promise remains, not out there, but within you. Today, you've returned to receive it. If you're still here, absorbing these whispers, I believe your soul, no matter how weary or resistant to change, still holds a tender, strong space that hasn't been forgotten. This space is where your true essence resides, waiting patiently for you to acknowledge and nurture it. It's a sanctuary within you, a wellspring of inner strength, untouched by the storms of life, where hope and love intertwine with your need for security. Perhaps this very moment is a gentle reminder that you are worthy of all the beauty and stability life has to offer. You have faced challenges that would have broken many, yet here you are, still standing, still believing in enduring values. The universe sees your struggles, your silent battles to maintain your ground, and it honors your journey. You are not alone in this. Every step you've taken, every act of patience has led you closer to the truth of who you are. When you allow yourself to feel the weight of your experiences without letting them crush you, you also open up to the possibility of healing and rebuilding on a stronger foundation. There's a power in vulnerability, a strength in acknowledging your pain and your needs. It's through this process that you begin to reclaim your light, to rediscover the joy and contentment that may have felt lost for so long. Remember, it's okay to seek support. It's okay to lean on trusted others when the burden feels too heavy. Embrace the idea that healing and building are not linear paths. There will be days when the shadows of doubt loom larger than the light of certainty, and that's perfectly normal. Allow yourself to sit with those feelings, to honor them without judgment. Each emotion you experience is a thread in the tapestry of your life, weaving together the story of your resilience, your capacity for patient growth, and your deep appreciation for what truly matters. As you continue to listen to the whispers of your soul, you might find that the universe has been guiding you all along, offering opportunities for stability and true connection. The signs are there, subtle yet profound, nudging you toward your true path of authentic living. Pay attention to the moments of synchronicity, the feelings of déjà vu when something feels right, or the unexpected encounters that spark joy or a sense of belonging. These are the universe's way of reminding you that you are on the right track, building something meaningful. So take a moment to reflect on what truly brings you joy and a sense of lasting value. What makes your heart sing with quiet contentment? What practical dreams or tangible goals have you tucked away, thinking they were too far out of reach or not sensible enough? It's time to dust them off and give them the attention they deserve. Your dreams are valid, and they are waiting for you to breathe life into them once more with your characteristic patience and determination. If you feel a stirring within, a call to action, don't hesitate to follow it. Whether it's starting a new project that aligns with your values, reconnecting with an old passion that brings you comfort, or simply taking a moment for self-care and appreciating the simple pleasures, honor that impulse. The universe rewards those who dare to step into their authenticity, who choose to embrace their true selves and build a life of genuine worth without fear. As we close this chapter, remember that you are not just a passive observer in your life. You are the creator, the builder of your own reality. Every thought, every intention, and every action shapes the world around you and the security within you. So, choose wisely. Choose love. Choose kindness. Choose patience. And above all, choose to believe in yourself and your inherent value. The journey ahead may not always be easy, but it will be worth it, building towards something truly solid. Trust that the universe has your back, that it is conspiring in your favor to bring you lasting peace and contentment. As you move forward, carry the lessons you've learned, the love you've cultivated, and the strength you've gained. You are an anchor of stability, dear Taurus, and the world needs your unique, grounding brilliance. Thank you for being here, for taking this journey with me. I invite you to share your thoughts, your feelings, and your dreams for a secure and beautiful future in the comments below. Your words may inspire others who are walking a similar path of seeking true value. And remember, as we continue this journey together, the universe is always whispering its wisdom to you. Stay open, stay receptive, stay grounded, and let your heart lead the way. Until next time, may you find peace in every breath, joy in every moment of simple pleasure, and the courage to embrace the beautiful, steadfast soul that you are. See you soon, dear Taurus, in the next message from the universe.